The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the individual guests.
What is going on, my Ghost Squad? Welcome to the Armed Citizen Podcast Live. This is episode number 308. 308 Winchester. Here we go. Let's have a good show. We are live, as always, on YouTube, streaming to over 150 countries worldwide. If you're out there in the live chat, go ahead and say something. We don't know that you're out there unless you do. If you want to text into the show, yes, you can text into the show live, and we'll probably read it. I might Ron Burgundy it. Whatever is said in the text, we might just have to read. I don't know, just saying. If you want to utilize that, utilize the Ghost Tactical Hotline presented by our good friends Rod and Shelly Gates over at Aegis Gun Care. That phone number is 530-364-4678. And go check out aegisguncare.com. If you're a veteran, really anybody, but especially if you're a veteran and you're in that hole, you're in the darkness and you're looking for some light, call me, text me, email me 24/7. I cannot give you medical advice, but I might be able to be someone you can talk to. I can listen, maybe work you through some stuff. More importantly, if you are looking for someone to get you towards some medical attention, remember two things. One, you are not alone in this fight. You have a lot of brothers out here that are willing and able to help you in any way possible. And two, the world is a much better place with you in it. So please utilize the Veteran Crisis Hotline. 1-800-273-8255. Once again, 1-800-273-8255. Veterans, press the number 1. We are spotlighting, as always, United States Marine Corps. If you have any questions on what it takes to earn the title United States Marine, see the website marines.com. And as always, hello. And as always, I was like, Ginger over there is having a little issue. Anyways, if you, as always, we are a proud member of the Self-Defense Radio Network. Go check out all your favorite Pro Gun Pro 2A podcasts over at selfdefenseradio.net. And let's take this off of my ugly mug and say hello to all the beautiful people out there and Clover. From the weirdest state in the union where it has 4 letters and takes 2 people to spell it out, Chris from the 740. What's up, homie?
Hey, thanks for the invite, and I guess I'm the only guy on the panel not going to TriggerCon.
I don't know why the hell you're here then. Let's just be honest, you know.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. Eject. Snob out there says, I'm watching from North Korea. Please don't tell Daddy Kim, dude, no one watches this, so you're safe. You know,
yeah.
you're safe. Let's just be honest, you know.
He's watching you anyways. It's fine.
Yeah, and to begin with, I'm pretty sure in North Korea they can't even get YouTube.com, so I think it's restricted nationwide. So, Rich B says, "Where can I find your email, Chris?" On the internet, I'm sure. Chris, if you want to give your email out to all like 3 people watching and worldwide, then feel free to do that. There you go. He put it out there in the Thai chat. And from Flo Rida, the executive director and overlord of snack beverages and entertainment. I am adding and entertainment to your title. I think that you are definitely worthy of that title.
I am the entertainment over there.
Well, this is true too. You'll be entertaining us this weekend, I promise you, whether you know it or not.
Oh no, you will be entertained. I can't wait to get down there.
Yeah, it's going to be nice for you to be able to experience a show not having to stay with Jeff. I'm just saying. I said it. You don't have to say it.
70% chance of getting stabbed or mugged. Yes, I mean it's going to be boring, I guess.
Or staying in a tent. I mean,
go to a house and with locks and stuff.
Now you are staying with Clover and I, so there's that downside. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm bigger than both you guys, so it's fine.
Yeah, but we didn't tell you we only got one bedroom with one bed. We didn't forget to tell you that, didn't we?
Well, obviously I'm the big spoon, so
That's what she said. Oh Lord. Yeah. Snob said Jeff's gonna be pissed. You just can't add titles to Jeff's minions. This is true. But I am taking and making an executive decision, which I have no executive power whatsoever.
I told him every week.
Entertainment.
I told him every week we were going to upgrade my title, so he had to pay me more.
I like it. I like it. I like it. He might give you a pack of crackers now.
No, he won't.
No. Okay. Well, it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Rod's out there, Aegis Gun Care. What's up? Like I said earlier, go check out aegisguncare.com. We really enjoy Rod being here. We really wish Shelly was here, but we'll take Rod, I guess. Say hi to Shelly for us. And standing on the corner in Winslow, Arizona, such a fine sight to see. We have John, the soulless ginger bastard. What's up, man?
What's up, homie? How's it going?
85 degrees today. It's been a little warmer than it has been. Probably about 12 degrees at least cooler than what you were, I'd imagine. You guys break 100 today?
It's a little cooler today. We only broke 98.
Oh, no.
So, it's a cold spell right now. I can't wait to get to Wichita and figure out if I have to wear a coat or not.
Well, I think Sunday at range days, the high is like 79, so you might have to bring like your winter coat.
I'm not that bad yet. Not yet.
Pretty bad.
I'm only 2 years removed from the good old OHIO. So
yeah. We don't need two of you here talking about that, okay? We've already got a weird state. We don't need both of you spelling it out. But for the first time ever, folks, I don't know if you just witnessed internet history. One person from Ohio just spelled all four letters. Just saying. You made history, John.
Well, all right. Well, then I'll have to do. Hey, Chris, OH.
Oh,
he's drinking.
I won't. Yeah. He's from Ohio. Of course he's drinking. If I lived in Ohio, I'd be drinking too. Let's be honest. All right. And riding shotgun as always, the little man with the big heart, the big head, the tactical leprechaun himself. What's up, Clove?
Yo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He says TriggerCon or bust. You had an eventful day, maybe. Did you get the car ready to go?
I did. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Only $390 later.
You're Amazon rich, homie. You were Amazon rich. So
yeah. Some might say that. They'd be wrong, but some might say that.
Yeah. You got a shotgun for us this week?
I could cheat and say the Taurus Home Defender. Judge Home Defender.
The Judge. I'm okay with that. Before we get rolling tonight, John, I'll give you 2 minutes for 2A. What you got going at the GOA for us?
Well, as everybody knows, we got that temporary restraining order over there in New Mexico. So that's a big win.
Governor Karen, huh?
Governor Karen just doubled down and was like, oh, well,
Wow.
I'm going to change it to only places where people gather, like parks and churches now. So, we're going to still fight that, continue to fight that. There's some things coming in the works on that. Most of the West Coast, we've got some real big things trying to help those guys out on the West Coast. And then our team is going to be split between Gunstock and TriggerCon this week, so that should be fun. And then there's some proposed, the universal background check things getting proposed, and we also have there's some things coming up that may have to deal with body armor here soon too, so we're gonna have to fight that too.
I've been hearing a little murmurs about body armor for about 3 or 4 months now, and I didn't think that it was going to happen. Do you think it really will happen?
There's a chance that they'll try to attack it. They need something to hide, Hunter's case, because if Hunter's case goes through, that's going to be set a precedent for the 2A. It's going to be a really good pro 2A case at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got a lot of issues. Got a lot
Yeah.
of issues.
A lot of issues.
A lot of issues. One of them is here in Arkansas. He's being sued. And I know the judge is presiding over it, and she will not put up with his crap. It could be really fun. Really fun. Anyways, all right. I think everyone here is extremely tired. If you can't tell, I've been up since about 5 this morning, 4:45 this morning. I'm not saying that I'm ever good, but I'm not bringing my A game for sure. It's okay though. You guys know that every Thursday, Saturday, and Monday at 10 a.m. over in our YouTube community tab, we have the pony polls. The pony polls. Go check out AndersonManufacturing.com. We have a little fun with these poll questions. So I want to hear you guys out there in the chat. Go ahead and play along with the game. Let us know what you would vote on this. We're going to run through the panel and see what you guys think. This one is not surprising in the results. It's surprising, man. This is like the lowest votes we've had in like a year for this one particular poll. Only 562 votes. I'm a little disappointed because I thought it was a pretty good one. 90s movies, which one's better, Dazed and Confused or Singles? I know the answer, but they both have really big cult followings. Chris, Dazed and Confused or Singles?
Well, I had to go with Dazed and Confused.
You went the right way.
Right. Probably half the people didn't even know what Singles was. And the only reason I knew what it was because I graduated in 93 and the grunge scene was huge during that time. So.
Well, Singles probably had one of the biggest soundtracks of the decade. All right.
Oh, yeah, it was a great
soundtrack. But Dazed and Confused had a damn good soundtrack too. Yeah. But yeah, no, I get it. TJ, Dazed and Confused or Singles?
Dazed
or Shingles? Nobody wants Shingles, do they?
Dazed and Confused. Come on now.
Yeah, are you cool, man?
Fantastic.
So, Ginger, in the 90s, there were some movies that came out that were maybe not necessarily huge in the box office, but were enormous in like VHS at Blockbuster. They were really long. VHS tapes were long. You put it into a VCR.
I'm getting flashbacks.
I know. But these movies were cult followings, and so you may not have heard of them because you weren't born yet. But have you? Maybe you have heard of Dazed and Confused or Singles. If you don't, just pick one.
I've never heard of Singles, but I know what Dazed and Confused is. So Dazed and
Confused. You live your life dazed and confused, but that's a whole nother story.
I mean,
you've never heard of Singles, really? You never heard of
Singles?
Wow. Was it Matt? Was it Matt Dillon? I think it was Matt Dillon, wasn't it? What are the Dillon brothers? I don't remember which one, but I think it was Matt, but one of the Dillon brothers. I think it was the same one that was in Something About Mary. I think that's Matt Dillon, right? Anyways. Something About Mary is a great movie too. You might want to go check that one out too, John.
Something About Mary is a very good movie. But just so you know, I did grow up with the VHS player and Blockbuster. So
no, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
They were already closed down by the time you were.
Well, it depends on what part of the country you are. It filtered in.
In Ohio, that's
They probably still have one.
That's probably true. He's probably got the rabbit ears on top of the house. I was the remote control growing up. I was the remote. TJ, Chris, Clover, they know about that.
Yeah, we do.
I know about that too. We had growing up. We had the little thing on the top of the TV that you would turn for the antenna. I had rabbit ears growing up.
You still do, but that's a whole nother story. Also,
it's a different story.
Not in the 90s.
No, not in the 90s.
In the 70s, we were the remote controls, and we had to change the little rabbit ears and sometimes hold them because we were
Marcus. Marcus says, I grew up Laserdisc. Do you remember when there for about 30 seconds, Laserdisc was like the next greatest invention ever. And it didn't go so well for the Laserdisc. And what was the other one? Betamax. When VHS came out, there was Betamax. And half the people thought that Betamax was going to be the thing that they have. We went VHS in our household. And I think the people that went Betamax, they did not do well with that. But Laserdiscs were like the like a DVD,
LP.
except it was like the sounds of an album. Yeah.
Yep.
And they lasted about 30 seconds.
My grade school was built in '99, and they put in Laserdisc because they thought it was going to be the next big thing. And within a couple years, DVD came out.
Yeah, DVD was good. But yeah, VHS, man, was huge. VHS was the thing. Like when you had a camcorder, like you had, it looked like a movie camera that you had VHS. You had to put it on there, and then you had like on a shoulder strap, and it had like the VHS recorder, like the player in there. You had to record, had to run a wire to the camera. Oh man, it looked like you were at a movie set. It was huge. Those are the days. Clover, Dazed and Confused, or Singles?
All right.
You know, it's funny. They that's how McConaughey got started, obviously, but a lot of those people were Austin. They were University of Texas in film school, or had just graduated like McConaughey did, and they were this open audition for this indie film. But of the other half of the cast was like from Boston. Ben Affleck, people forget Ben Affleck was in Dazed and Confused. If you guys are Yellowstone fans, the guy that plays Rip was in Dazed and Confused. There's a lot of like, it's really weird. It's like you've got the Texas crew and then like the Boston crew, like, but the Boston crew came down to Texas to film it. It was really weird, but yeah, people forget that Ben Affleck was in Dazed and Confused for sure. Don't forget Gunmetal Guy USA. Don't forget at 12 midnight, the greatest thing was the anthem and planes flying formation, then static.
I don't know about the greatest thing. Didn't always get static. Sometimes it went to test screen. It just depended on the station.
It did, and what a lot of exactly. People don't understand that TV channels shut down. I don't know if it was at midnight. It might have been like at 2 a.m.
It was like
maybe midnight during the week or something.
I woke up many a night like oh, all right.
Yeah, you got the anthem, then you got either the static. Some channels was the static, the snow, or you got like the different colored bar screen.
Yep.
But yeah, during the week, yeah, it may not have been midnight, but it was definitely like 1 or 2 in the morning. Like there was nothing at all. And then TV stations found infomercials. And that's when it got real fun at late night is the infomercials. So, yeah.
Yep.
This is the sound of the 90s.
You know, I didn't mind like the music ones because they were kind of cool. But like that was the first time you saw like Home Shopping Network type stuff, like as seen on TV. Like, oh my gosh, look at this. And, you know, it's like, that thing costs like $4 at Walmart, man, you know, but it's the greatest thing on the world on TV. But yeah, Gunmetal Guy says you knew the day was accomplished. I mean, you knew the day was over. Like that point, like there is no reason to be up at that point. You know, at 2 o'clock when the TV channels go off on Wednesday night, like, okay, maybe I should go to bed, you know. Jacob S says, Clover, have you seen the Henry revolver appear at any local gun shop? I seen one in the $700 range.
No, I haven't seen any in the wild, but that's about what they're going for, seems like.
Okay. All right. So if he was looking for one of that $700 range at the local gun shop, that is not an unreasonable price to pay for that.
That's less than MSRP as far as I know. So yeah.
Okay. Well, there you go.
They're proud. They're proud of those. Henry's proud of everything they have, but
and to let's be fair, a lot of stuff they should be proud of.
Well, made in the USA or not made at all, right? Come on.
That's right. Dazed and Confused got 94% of the vote. That is not surprising. 94%. There for a while, I'm not gonna lie. Like the first, I checked in like the first hour, and it was 100%. I was like, "Are we gonna get a sweep?" And I was like, "Surely we won't." Yeah, there weren't a lot, but there were some. There were some that voted singles, but Nobody wants shingles. The next one, 1.8 thousand votes. Which one do you choose for all you truck people out there? Chevy Silverado, a Dodge Ram, or Ford F-150 out there in the chat? Dodge Ram, Chevy Silverado, or Ford F-150. TJ, let's start with you.
Oh, Dodge Ram.
Dodge Ram.
My favorite. I've had them all.
I wanted to put like Toyota Tundra or Tacoma, but I thought, people don't like having Toyota mentioned in the truck game.
It's in NASCAR now.
But they're taking over the truck game. There's a lot of Toyota trucks out there. So you're going, what do you say, the Ram?
Dodge, yeah.
Okay. I pretty much know what Clover's going to go with, but let's let him hear. I think he's going to go Chevy.
First on race day.
Yeah. You're an F-150 guy, don't you? You still have an F-150, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Had to spend money on it this last week too.
Did you? Okay.
Well, it was just registration and all that stuff, but yeah.
Marcus says, as I'm on my phone watching you guys, my son is next to me playing Call of Duty and absolutely slaying it with an RPK with a drum. There you go. Thinking back, I think we let TJ, because we didn't know we were going to go like light machine gun last week. We allowed him to put the RPK, did we not, into the rifle division? Had we have known that we were going to do LMGs next, we might have made a call on that. But he snuck that one in.
That was the
RPD
RPD and the LMGs.
What?
RPD and the LMGs. RPK?
Yeah, but
RPK can go either way. I have to look.
Yeah,
next time I get on Call of Duty, I'll see where it's at.
But I think you chose it under the rifle, and we allowed it because we didn't know we were going to do LMGs.
All right, well, you didn't.
So
sure.
So we let it happen. I get it. Gunmetal guy says, I choose Datsun, dude. I grew up with Datsun. My dad had a 260 and then a 280 ZX. I was a big fan of Datsuns, and I might be the one that wrecked the 280. I cannot confirm or deny that. Ginger, which pickup do you choose of those three?
I'm a blue oval guy through and through. F-150.
Okay. All right. Christopher?
I love my Ram.
Of those three, if I was going to get a truck, I used to say Ram. I think I'd still go with Ram. Of those three, if I really was going to get one, I'd probably go get me a Tundra.
Good call.
I think those are pretty sweet rides.
Yeah, Toyotas are. That's the next one I'm going to try.
Jacob S says, "What's a Datsun?" You have no idea, my man. I think Datsun was sold in like Germany. This is true. That's a Dachshund. Yeah. No, but forever I did think that like the dog Dachshund or Datsun, like the Japanese car company. I was like, oh, they're Datsuns. But yeah, the Datsun was sold to Nissan maybe like 83, 84, 82, 83, somewhere in there, early 80s. But they had a run there in the 70s and early 80s with the 240, the 260, the 280, the 280Z, the 280ZX. Man,
and they
had a pretty good little pickup too. That little small one with smaller
that's
pickups.
What I was fixing
to
say. They basically invented the small pickup truck.
Yeah, like all the Chevy S10s and all of that.
The
like
Ford
you can
Couriers,
think Datsun. Yeah,
Ford Couriers,
all of those.
the Mazdas, and that all came after Datsun. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Mark Jackson out there, great point guard for the Knicks and the Pacers. Awesome to have Mark Jackson watching the show. Big fan of yours, bro. Big fan. Should be in the Hall of Fame. Just saying. Mark Jackson said he picked the Chevy, but give me a Tacoma or Tundra. I'm the same way. I would pick Ram, but if it came down to it, Tacoma, I almost bought a Tacoma a couple years ago, but man, the Tundras are really nice too. I probably don't need like the full size. I probably would have gone with the Tacoma if I had gone one. I don't need a big size pickup. I'm not that guy.
Yeah, there's no point in adding a ladder to that thing when you have to climb up in there.
Dude, I love rappelling for my vehicle. I mean, that's so much. I get to do more stuff than most people do. I love it.
Yeah.
Most people
Tundras-
don't get to hook up like a repelling, hook on their vehicles. I get to do that.
Tundra's
Sorry, what were you saying, Clove?
Tundra's probably the only one that would ever make me cheat.
Yeah, you like
Yeah.
the Tundra?
Yeah, I've come to over the years. Yeah. I've come around to the Tundras for sure. But oh my God, it's the prices. It's like.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember let's say 10 years ago, and it might have been less than that, but 10 years ago, like a top of the line, like everything loaded pickup was going to cost you 50, maybe 60 grand.
Yep.
Now that's over 100 grand, and you can't get into a base like work vehicle for less than 50.
Oh, in the 90s,
it's insane.
In the 90s, it was less than 30 for King ranches.
Well, like I said, 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, like you could buy, I mean, not anything, but like most nice cars you could get for under 20 grand back in the 90s. Like nice cars, nice cars. But yeah,
I think my grandma was at a 91 Lincoln Town Car, brand new. My grandfather had passed away, so it was, insurance money came in, and she bought a trailer house, a new car, a new truck was part of it. But I think it was 91, pretty sure, but brand new Lincoln Town Car, and I want to say it was like $37,000 or $38,000. Brand Lincoln Town Car, mind you. Like
the air shocks and everything.
Yeah, that promptly went to crap after about 4 years.
That's what happens. Now, Snob says that Ram has the best cab out of all the new ones, but he was disappointed with it in the Tundra's interior.
Got the worst.
I haven't
for me.
The Ram, you mean, or the Tundra?
Rams just ride like crap to me. And then Chevys typically have transmission issues, and Ford's not the best. Ford's not the most powerful engine.
They've all got their issues, yeah.
I don't think Ford's the most. I don't think Ford's the most powerful drivetrain, or anything like that. They've all got problems, but
yeah. Let's see here. Mark Jackson says, I have two 2004 Tahoes, both built in Texas. Great trucks. Have a Tundra, but the Tahoe is my winter beast. Love that Tahoe as much. Love the LS motors. LS motors, I'm not going to lie. LS motors are pretty good. Now, I know a Tahoe is basically a Suburban. It's just the GMC side of that. But John will not remember, but the rest of us in this panel will, and a lot of you out in the chat will. Remember the old Suburbans, like the tank Suburbans from the 80s and early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were beasts, absolute beasts. But my two favorite, and I need to put this on a poll somewhere. Let's just go through the room real quick. I'm going to go with this little extra, a bonus pony poll, if you will. An old 70s style Blazer or the old Bronco. Both were amazing at the time. Full size. Oh, yeah. Full size. My buddy had like a 1978 Blazer, and we called it the Beast. And it was a truck that his dad had on the ranch. It had been beat to hell and back. And when he turned 16, his dad was like, he can't hurt this thing. Like, there's no way he could hurt this thing. So he gave him the Blazer, the ranch truck. And it had a convertible. We never took it off because we couldn't. The top was so heavy. It took like 5 of us to put it back on. So we never took it off. But it had a convertible thing. But that Blazer, it was a diesel. Oh, man, that thing, we were never going to get stuck anywhere. Let's go through this. Ginger, back in the 70s, well before your time.
He's like, I don't know.
You had the Chevy Blazer that kind of looked like the Bronco that OJ ran with, right? Yeah. Now, if you're maybe you can Google it and see which ones you would go with, John, a 70s Blazer or the Bronco.
Well, the Bronco back then kind of looked like the Broncos nowadays, the new ones.
This is true. Yeah.
I would say Bronco, but because my brother-in-law has one, IH Scout. Scouts are dope.
Yeah, International Harvester had some cool stuff.
Real quick, mandatory
calling the
carry.
audible.
Yeah, he is. He is. He doesn't follow directions very well. That's
At
okay.
that point, just feel like Land Cruiser.
Yeah,
he's like, oh,
Solid.
If you go the Hilux, then yes, that thing will never be allowed in America because every truck company would shut down if Toyota was allowed to bring that Hilux engine into America. It would shut everything down. Mandatory carry, $3 super chat. Thank you very much, my brother. As always, my favorite weirdo out there. I'm not sure which personality is sending that, but tell all of them I said hello. Chris, Chevy Blazer, Ford Bronco.
I actually had a 79 K5 Blazer with the 400.
Ooh, did you really?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You know exactly what I'm talking about then.
And I was the guy everybody called when they got their truck stuck to come get them out.
Oh, my buddy had it. Like I said, it was a ranch truck, so it had the winch on front. I mean, it was a beast. It took about 4 minutes to start up because the coils took forever. I mean, it was that old, but it was like, okay, let's go. Oh, man, that thing was a beast, though.
But I do agree with John on the International Scouts. That's all my dad had when I was growing up, and they were awesome.
I mean, I'm not disagreeing, but I mean, it's what it is. TJ, Blazer, Bronco.
Blazer. I had the old. I picked one up at there was a military place, and they sold all these old Blazers and trucks and stuff. Picked up an old Blazer. It's a beast.
I'm typing to
just abuse the crap out of it.
There you go. All right. Clove, Blazer, Bronco. I know you're a Ford guy, but are you still going to try to sit there and tell me that a Bronco is better than an old Blazer?
Yeah, I think so. I think wheelbase considered, footprint, some other things. Yeah. I've seen some rock crawlers done out of those that are pretty amazing. That said, I would like to just call an audible just because this is absolutely worthy of mentioning in this context.
Okay.
Ram Charger. 70s Ram Charger.
Yeah, that was a bad truck there.
I don't know. I might.
Oh, look it up. You will.
I am. Oh, see, I didn't know that existed. I'd never seen one of those before.
Really?
If I did, I didn't know what it was. I probably thought it was something else, but oh man. Okay, okay, yeah. I have the two panel I have seen before, like the two color.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. In a solid color, it looks, but you see
I don't know if
I don't
know if they made that many in solid colors. I don't know that I've ever seen one in a solid color.
Yeah. I remember a yellow and brown one in our neighborhood. I don't remember who it was, but the old yellow and brown one that was ugly but beautiful at the same time,
So apparently Lee Iacocca or whatever, because I think he was running the show back then, wasn't he? But apparently he got one heck of a deal on brown paint when those things were around. He must have bought it by the millions of gallons because
yellow and brown. Yeah,
there was brown on literally every single Ram Charger ever produced. There was brown somewhere on that thing.
Yeah,
if not most of it.
For sure. Going back to the original poll, 1.8 thousand votes. Actually, it's pretty close. I'm not going to lie. 39% say the Chevy Silverado, 33% say the F-150, and 27% say the Ram. So it was kind of a third almost.
That is why all three companies are still in business to this day.
This is true. Yeah, absolutely. Our final poll of the week. 2.1 thousand votes. What's the best SMG submachine gun for those of you out there? We're talking airsoft, obviously. MP5 or P90? MP5 or P90? We go straight up to the gauntlet. Ginger, MP5 or P90?
You know my answer. It's the P90 all day, every day.
I know what your answer was. Everyone's allowed to be wrong, but you're entitled. You're entitled to your opinion. Chris, MP5 or P90? You really can't be wrong on this. So
I was always a huge MP5 fan, but when I shot that P90 full auto, that kind of changed me a little
pretty
bit.
awesome. Yeah. I'll tell you, and I've said this many times before. Don't judge a weapon system on the semi-automatic version. Let's just be real about it. I love an AK. I love shooting an AK more than I love shooting like an AR-15. I think it's fun as hell to shoot. That 7.62x39 is a really fun cartridge, as Clover says. He always gets mad when I say caliber. It's cartridge, man. So whatever. But there's nothing of the two, man. If you ever get a chance to shoot a real full auto like Kalashnikov AK, there really isn't much better than that. Like as far as small arms, a full auto Kalashnikov AK is about as good as it gets. So I do understand what you're saying about shooting anything full auto. Don't judge on the semi-auto. But have you ever shot a full auto MP5, Chris?
Yeah, they're great. But
okay, and you like the P90 full auto better than the MP5 full auto?
It's just so flat shooting. There's just no recoil there.
No, I get it. Yeah. No, I get it. I didn't know if you'd ever shot it because shooting a full auto MP5 is pretty damn fun.
Oh, yeah. No, they're right there. That's what I get
it. Like I said, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Let's be honest. TJ's going to say something like Keltec or something. He's going to show it. He's going to throw an audible. Omaha.
MP5, baby. Come on now.
Yeah.
I love the MP5.
What's not to love? Clover's going to go full auto bolt action Henry.
What's the SMG? That's
exactly.
That's a movie theater around here. Studio Movie Grill, man. What are you talking about?
That's a soda machine grill or something. Yeah. If you were to ever think of a submachine gun, and these two pop
and
up,
I gotta pick one of those two.
Gotta pick one of those two.
Yeah. Can't pull the ginger. Probably MP5.
No.
That said, if we're talking about the funnest full auto I've ever shot,
yeah,
dude, it's the Vector, without a doubt.
The Vector, the Vector is really cool.
It's light. It's like the speed of light, fast. It's just like
it is. I'll say this: it is definitely. I don't know if it's it might be. It probably is the fastest full auto ever shot. You go through a magazine and it's gone.
Second.
It's gone.
There's no way it takes 3 seconds to dump a mag. There's no way.
No. A full mag, even if you put a 30 round mag, it's going to be less than a second. I mean, it's
yeah. You're
it's
a second less
quick.
than 2.
It's not much more than a second for a 30 round.
That's true. Yeah.
Let's go through the Ruby. That's a fun topic. Ginger, the best / most fun full auto you've ever shot.
BAR. That was fun.
BAR?
Yeah, I got to shoot a full auto BAR at IV88.
Interesting. I've actually never shot a full auto BAR. I think that would be fun. Interesting. Yeah. Christopher? Funnest, best / full auto.
I'm going to go with the Tommy gun. It was just because of the nostalgia of the whole thing.
Okay, stand by. Are you talking a legit old school Tommy gun or a replica?
1929.
You've shot a real Tommy gun?
Yep, down at the Bullet Ranch.
How was it? Was it pretty cool?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
They're slow, but the feel of them is.
Oh, you could definitely go a lot faster with your finger if you wanted to, but
it's just the feel. I mean, the weight behind it and everything. It's unique.
No, it's heavy. I shot a replica. I've never shot an old 20s Tommy gun. I think that'd be kind of cool. TJ,
does
the Modus count?
Hell yeah, it counts.
Okay, then that would be it.
It's hard to beat that. I would say that mine is maybe the only one that could beat that, and it's the Mark 19 full auto grenade launcher that you can shoot 1,000 yards and destroy tanks with.
You get to do all the fun stuff.
I mean, you had to take an oath to do that. I mean, they didn't just let you. You had to kind of earn the right to do that. So it's a little downside to it. They owned you for a few years. Jacob wants to know, can anybody go to the IV 8888? I mean, yes and no. Let's be honest. No, but if you know someone, like, I mean, we could probably get you in if you wanted to go. But I'm not saying I will never go. Clover and I were talking about this the other night. I have zero desire to go to IV 88. I have zero desire. It would take someone like signing a very large check and covering all travel and all that. I literally have no desire to go there. I'm not saying it's not a good event. I've heard people have fun there. For me, it's just, I don't like people, like being around in large groups. I don't like the circle jerks, if you will. I that's just not my thing. So I'm not putting it down. If you see me there, I'm getting paid to be there, like big time paid. But no, I've heard it's really fun. I just have zero desire to go. I know TJ, you and John go quite a bit. Chris, have you ever been to Eric's event?
Nope, I haven't been to that one yet.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's close for me, so I can drive, so it's nice. I bring the cooler, I bring the gas range, and we get to camp.
We sleep in a tent with Jeff.
Yeah, I don't sleep much though. I get to bed at like 3. We wake up at 6. It's good enough. Get some coffee, sober up.
Jacob says he would like to go next year. I mean, I'm going to say this, Jacob. The best way that you have a chance, and I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just saying if you want to have a chance, start creating some content, bro. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just show that you want to kind of create some content, and I'm sure there'll be people that that are in this room that might help you out in any way. But you got to show that you're at least trying to be a content creator, because that's really what it is. It's more of a content creator thing. So
pretty much.
So if you want to do that, the first step, you've got a year. So I would start, if you want to, start doing some content creation if you want to, and we'll go from there. How about that? Let's see here. 2.1 thousand votes. MP5, 81%. P90. I'm honestly surprised that I figured MP5 would win. I didn't think it would get 80% of the vote. I'm not going to lie. I thought it'd be like maybe 60-40, something like that. Not 80-20, but MP5 gets 81%.
As it should.
I don't disagree, but I was surprised that the P90 doesn't get as more love. The P90 is a fantastic platform.
Yeah.
Let's see here. With ukuleles, yes, ukuleles will make an appearance at Eric's place, I'm sure. Mark Jackson out there says, so we dumped some rounds in Lake Michigan. Just a couple seconds. I fly back and get a bill for $3,000 in ammo. Paid the boss. That Christmas he got me back the $3,000 in my bonus. $3,000 in ammo. I want to know what he was shooting. Did he say what he was shooting? I mean, if you're full auto World War II pilot for air shows, my boss owns the plane, the P-51, 6 Brownings. He said, go nuts. And he'd send him a bill for $3,000. That's a cool boss. I'm not going to lie. The $3,000 to do that might be worth it. Like literally, that might be worth it. Might be worth it for sure. Mark says he's got a valid point. He says, Ghost. Now, I love you, Mark, and spelling is not your strength, but that's okay. Ghost, G-O-S-T. 80-20 shows most of your viewers know guns and aren't basing on a video game. I will say this: when I do play Call of Duty or Rainbow and all that, I still run an MP5 in those.
I've run them both in the games. MP5 is better.
I will say this: in the games, the P90 has a little more stopping power, a little more
which is
power,
crazy.
which is crazy, but it has a little more power. But MP5 is like just got like the speed. It's just like it's almost, if you will, Clover, in a video game, it's almost vector fast in video games. Just saying. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, those are the pony polls this week. Go check out AndersonManufacturing.com. So you guys know that some of us in this room, except for Chris, some of us in this room and some people out in the chat will be going to TriggerCon this week. We were going to have Dave from TriggerCon come on, but he got a flight delayed, and he's still in the air. Sucks
Dave's not here, man.
Dave's not here, man. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But we're gonna TriggerCon. I have not been to TriggerCon before. Have you, John? TJ, I know you didn't. I think like Snob and Gary went last year. Said it wasn't bad, but there wasn't a whole lot. But I think they put a lot more into it this year. It's going to be pretty big. I'm looking forward to seeing a 2-day show, and then Sunday's a range event. Gary says, "Welcome to the Sunflower State." That's not something I'd be bragging about, bro. Like the Sunflower State. Okay. Yeah, we'll be going to Kansas.
Did they give you a package of seeds when you cross over?
I wouldn't mind that. I mean, I'd be okay with that. Now, okay, so I got to do this. Favorite sunflower seed flavor? TJ, go for it. If you had one flavor, what's your go-to?
God, have to be barbecue.
Really? I don't mind barbecue, but it's not. Clover, favorite. Yeah, that figures. Ginger, sunflower seeds are these things that you pop open the shells and there's a little bitty seed in there. I didn't know if millennials ate sunflower seeds or not.
I played baseball.
Oh, he knows that.
Okay, I see how it is. No, it's either barbecue or ranch.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. A little ranch. Now, barbecue and ranch mixed together, pretty damn good.
Oh, yeah.
But we're going one flavor. Only going one flavor here. Chris, favorite sunflower seed?
Just salted ones. Good.
Really? Just regular old salted ones.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like the ranch. I tell you what my daughter used to like a lot were the dill pickle.
Yeah,
and I'm a big dill pickle. I'm a big dill pickle fan, but not on sunflower seeds. I am a pickle fan. But I'm not a dill pickle fan in sunflower seeds. That's pretty nasty.
So bad.
Almost as bad as a dill pickle Lay's potato chips. Those are disgusting.
Those were bad. I bought a bag when they came out.
Yeah. Gun Snob says, have any of you ever tried swamp seeds that used to sell at Academy? They were a Cajun sunflower seed and they were amazing. Now I can't find them. I've never even heard of swamp seeds.
Probably a reason you can't find them anywhere.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't remember. And I don't mind original. But yeah, if you ever get a chance to, TJ, take a little bit of barbecue and mix them with the ranch. Oh, it'll change your world. It'll change your world. Pretty good. Even better if you can find the buffalo wings flavor with the ranch.
Well, that's just, yeah. That's what
I'm saying.
Chicken wings.
There you go. But I'm saying, but the buffalo, and I haven't found them in a while, but around here they used to have the buffalo wing flavored sunflower seeds. They're pretty good. I think COVID did them in and haven't seen them. Since I said the C word, I'm probably going to get ready to get canceled. But
yeah, that's it. You're out.
Crystal, hello, darling. TJ is leaving. I'll be flying in to Florida as TJ's leaving. Crystal, just saying. Oh, did I say that out loud? My bad. We had a little rendezvous set up. Crystal says TJ doesn't do ranch. You don't do ranch? You're not a ranch guy?
No.
Like in general, like ranch dressing or anything?
I mean, I don't mind ranch dressing, but if I like wings, I'm eating blue cheese with my wings.
See, I'm not a blue cheese guy.
Oh, I love blue cheese. You get to give me the spiciest wing out there and some blue cheese.
Yeah.
Having right there.
Clover, are you a ranch or blue cheese guy?
On what?
Just in general. Like salad dressing, like with hot wings, with wings. Would you go ranch or blue cheese with buffalo wings?
If we're talking
flavor, buffalo wings.
If we're talking, no, not really. If we're talking flavor profile, probably ranch. But I'm not going to touch ranch dressing because of the other crap that's in there.
Okay.
So,
Snob says,
but if you put ranch dressing like in the hamburger patties, or there's other things you can do with that flavor profile.
I'd say what's really good if you take like the powdered ranch seasoning, throw it on some popcorn, and you throw some ranch seasoning, powder,
all kinds of stuff,
popcorn, and some M&Ms into some popcorn.
I do the blast of butter popcorn, the super buttery stuff, and we throw Frank's Red Hot in there.
Crystal has arrived.
Good time alone.
She's been wandering around.
That was a great timing on the mute button there, DJ. What's up?
I've got it figured out. I told you, even in our show, the cursor stays over the mute button. As soon as I hear something, click.
Jacob says honey mustard, barbecue, or ketchup are the only sauces I'm not a honey mustard guy. I'm really not. I'm really not a barbecue guy. Barbecue sauce. I don't.
Put barbecue sauce on my French fries.
But here's the thing. Like I grew up, and Clover understands this. Like when you grew up in Texas, and yes, I think people hate. I get you hate us, but like when you grew up in Texas and you eat like brisket is barbecue. Like it's almost you get a good rub on there. But if you ever bring out like barbecue sauce, like for brisket, people will shoot you. Like legit. Yeah. I really didn't use barbecue sauce much at all until I got to Arkansas and they had this pulled pork stuff. And I've kind of grown to like pulled pork.
Well,
but I never used barbecue sauce growing up. There was no reason to. Go ahead.
So you see barbecue sauce on chopped beef, but on sliced.
Yeah.
Not so much. Yeah. If it's done right. I mean, you shouldn't have to.
Yeah, that's right. It's just like a good steak. If the steak's done right, like if you ask me personally, if I cook you a steak and you ask me for A1, you just insulted me, like for real.
At that point, you just cook it well done. Be like, here you go.
You want some jerky with that? Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Here's your steak for your A1 sauce.
Ranch season in a jar of pickles with Frank's Red Hot. Let it sit overnight. Really? That actually sounds kind of good.
It does sound good.
Ranch season in a jar of pickles with Frank's Red Hot. Man, I might have to. All right, Wes. Here you have an assignment, my friend. We'll see you in November in Tulsa. Your assignment is to make that so when we show up to Tulsa and we go out to dinner Saturday night, because Wes always goes to dinner with us on Saturday night to our secret location. And we have to usually spend them anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour and a half in the parking lot, which is fine because we just hang out and have fun when we're waiting to get in. I want to have a jar of pickles with Frank's Red Hot and ranch seasoning so we can all try that in the parking lot Saturday night in Tulsa. That's your assignment. Yeah, Crystal knows because I grew up in Texas and Oklahoma and never used barbecue sauce and stuff. I mean, I obviously I knew it barbecue sauce and you saw it, but barbecue, like pulled pork was not prevalent in Texas, at least where I was. You could get pulled pork, but like when we say barbecue, like it's brisket. Now you come to Arkansas and you say barbecue, it means pulled pork.
Now, hang on. So you've never heard of pork butt?
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying to you is brisket. When we said barbecue where I was in Dallas, when you said we're barbecuing, it meant brisket.
So
Now,
you've
you
seen
could-
it
I've had-
around. That's just not what.
Oh
you
yeah,
eat.
I had it. It just wasn't
Okay.
prevalent. Yeah. I mean, like the first time I ever saw pulled pork was in Arkansas. No. It was around.
Yeah.
But like when we thought barbecue was brisket, and it was a good rub, and you weren't. But yeah, pork butt's great and all of that. Now come to Arkansas and it's flipped. You don't see brisket very often. Most everything is pulled pork here.
Yeah.
Jacob says barbecue is pulled pork. I guess it depends on where you are.
Yeah,
It is.
The pork
is.
around here is I've seen a lot of pork in my lifetime, as far as on the barbecue side of things, and it's just because it's cheaper.
Eat a Trump steak, CNT says. Well done with ketchup. That was Clover about 3 years ago. There you go. Let's see here. Chris, you're in Ohio. When you hear the word barbecue, is it brisket or pork?
Brisket.
Really? Okay. I wasn't sure how it was up there.
Yeah.
TJ's getting his ass chewed, so I'll go to John first. When you hear the word barbecue, brisket or pork?
You know, where I grew up in Ohio, it was ribs.
Okay, so John, barbecue is this,
It was ribs. It wasn't.
So
brisket.
pork ribs?
It was pork ribs. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pork ribs that's the Kansas City barbecue. That's what they call Kansas City barbecue, right? Is pork ribs. I'm not a rib guy. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I don't mind them if they're there. I'm gonna eat them. But my dad, like, we went to a barbecue joint. He'd always order ribs. I guess the reason why I didn't like them is, once again, I'm not a big barbecue sauce fan, and typically ribs are drenched with some sort of sauce.
Well, then they can't make ribs.
And I'm not a. Well, once again, we're talking about going to a barbecue.
I'm just using your steak analogy. That if ribs are drenched in barbecue sauce, I've got my ribs. My ribs. There's more or less cooked into it, but there is a very fine glaze that's done about the last hour of the smoking process, and that's it. They ain't nothing drenched with them. And the only reason I do that is to get that last little hint of the brown sugar and stuff in there. And that's basically it.
Yeah. I just remember growing up, I'd taste my dad's ribs from when he went to a restaurant or whatever. And I just remember not liking barbecue sauce. Like, to this day, I'm just not a big barbecue sauce fan. Maybe it wasn't good barbecue sauce.
Probably
now,
not.
I will say this.
Very well.
I will say this.
Probably not.
I mean, that's legitimate.
Good barbecue sauces out there.
Well, there is a barbecue joint that's our secret joint in Vegas, and they've got some banging barbecue sauce. So I enjoy.
You've got so many. You've got the vinegar based stuff. You've got more of like a ketchup based stuff. Tomato based stuff.
Yeah, and see, I like ketchup, but I'm not a big fan of the ketchup based barbecue sauce. I guess because that's what it all was. It was that dark red barbecue sauce everywhere. I just wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah, some of it's sweet, some of it's spicy, some sweet and spicy, some
sweet and
hot.
spicy.
Some is sour. I've even seen almost like they call it like an Asian barbecue sauce or something, where it's got that almost like a sweet and sour to it.
Yeah. Snob says, to be fair, in Ohio, they think that hot dogs are barbecue. That's fair too. Yeah.
That's not true.
Around here,
Vienna wieners, that's barbecue in Ohio.
Around here, pretty much anything off the smoker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is considered. I mean, that could be a wild pig. That can be a deer, ham off a deer. It could be any number of things. Chicken. What are you doing? Barbecuing? And it's kind of like the Coke thing, right? So, what are you doing this weekend? Oh, we're gonna barbecue. Well, what? It's like it could be anything.
Whatever's not moving anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Jacob says, what sauce to use on meatloaf? I'm a huge meatloaf fan, but usually the sauce that I like is a ketchup and like a Worcestershire blend.
I use Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
On meatloaf.
But if you ever try, do you like Worcestershire sauce?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. If you like Worcestershire, try get like ketchup in a Worcestershire blend. It's pretty amazing.
You're pushing barbecue sauce there at that point.
But it's not though. That's what I'm saying.
Sugar in there.
That's what I'm saying. But it's not. It's not sweet. It's not the. You get a little bit of the sweetness.
Sweet.
That's what I don't like is the sweet barbecue sauce. I just maybe that's what I don't like. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, my wife can hear me in the living room apparently.
What do we do?
And she said, okay, what the hell is going on in the NSA chat? Okay.
I need to look at that.
Yeah. My wife says I like barbecue salad. So this is true. So there is a barbecue joint here in town that it's a barbecue salad. It's a big salad, but it's got barbecue, pulled pork, and barbecue sauce. Now in that situation, I do like that, but they don't. But I can control how much of the. Everyone's looking at the chat now. Like literally everyone's, and all I know is it just blew up, so I don't even know what's going on. So here he goes, the Android iPhone argument. It looks like again. So yeah, everyone's looking at the chat. Sorry guys. You guys can fill me in later, but. Like this barbecue salad, like the sauce comes in a side little container, so I can control how much of that sauce goes on. Maybe that's something that's good, that you can control how much. Maybe it's not the barbecue sauce that I don't like. Maybe it's just there was too much of it on those ribs. Maybe
or even
I don't know.
Too little can be the case in some cases.
Well, no, I will say that
on the side, if they give it to you on the side or whatever, or
you can always add.
Back up, like there will be people that, and this aggravates me to no end, and I understand it, but they'll do chopped beef or they'll do pork butts, they'll do pulled pork, and they'll put barbecue sauce on the bun like it's some kind of condiment, and then put the meat on there.
Oh yeah,
like,
that's terrible.
I like the sauce. That's too little sauce at that point. Like I want the sauce,
or it could be too much.
Well,
or it could be too much,
It wouldn't be too much
if they brush it on. It wouldn't be. Yeah,
it wouldn't be too much if it was mixed in, but because it's a big glob sitting there, it's too much. Like it's not distributed.
So on this salad, I take the barbecue sauce and the ranch sauce, mix it together, and that's what it is. So the ranch and barbecue sauce is pretty damn good on that salad. It's pulled pork with lettuce and all that. It's a salad with pulled pork, ranch, and barbecue sauce. I like their barbecue sauce, the one that they have there. I wouldn't eat it by itself, but mixed with ranch, it's pretty damn good. Jacob says, see, I say what I'm cooking and don't lump. See, I say I'm not very smart. Yeah, I can't decipher that, but he does not lump all the meats into barbecue. No. And you should not lump all meats into barbecue. Barbecuing is a specific way to prepare meats. You can barbecue chicken, and you can barbecue a lot of stuff. Barbecuing, barbecuing is a way of preparing meat. So just being meat. And here's another thing, guys, and maybe it's a northern thing, but I can't stand people that talk about grilling, calling it barbecuing.
Oh,
no, you're grilling,
especially gas grills.
Yeah, you're grilling. You're not barbecuing. You're grilling. You're not smoking.
Charcoal. So charcoal to me is barbecuing, right? So if I get like a Weber grill and I dump some charcoal in there, and I get it, burn it down.
But you're talking smoking it, right?
To me, indirect heat, more except for like a sear or finishing off. So charcoal on one side type thing, whatever. I mean, you can barbecue with charcoal and on one of those quote unquote grills. What gets me is the people that go, hey, come on over, we're gonna barbecue, and you go over and they got a gas grill. They're like, no. You're grilling. You're
grilling, and that's okay. It's okay, but just get the terminology right. Because if you invite someone over for a barbecue, some people are expecting certain things here.
Yeah, gotta have
and if you've got burgers and hot dogs on a grill, that's not barbecuing, that's grilling. Wow. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's not barbecuing.
Yeah, I always say grilling. I don't barbecue. I don't have the wood chips. I don't have the charcoal. I don't do that stuff. I grill or griddle.
See, and a lot of and where Wes is going, a lot of people don't even call it barbecue anymore. And I agree. He says either grilling or smoking, and that's probably more accurate, at least in the South.
Yeah, I think barbecue is used to accomplish all of it more often than not.
Yeah, my neighbor has he's got a barbecue truck, and he's always out there barbecuing stuff. And it's
Snob and Wes was about head country. That must be an Oklahoma thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it. We talked about barbecue. Did you text him, John?
Yes,
Barbecue comes in the chat, and Steve shows up, which is fine. I love seeing Steve. But if you're gonna, so let's talk about barbecuing, Steve. Grilling and smoking are different things. When you consider, Steve, when you hear someone say, "Hey, we're having a barbecue, would you like to come over?" Are you expecting like barbecue, or are you expecting like grilling?
I mean, smoking or grilling.
Or smoking or grilling, yeah. When you hear the word, "Hey, we're having a barbecue," are you expecting smoked stuff or grilled stuff? So we'll find out what he says. Yeah, anyways, the barbecue guy out there, as we all know, John loves Steve's meat. So that's what it is. That's what it is. He's not denying it either, is he? He's not denying it. He loves his meat.
I'm not going to deny it. The man pulled out
He pulled out.
He pulled out. Oh, hey, that was nice of him.
Don't need the details, Ginger.
He brought a travel pellet grill to the range and made us beef tips while we were shooting.
Gave you just a tip.
Just a tip. Just a tip.
Just a tip. Just that beef tip.
Keep going, John. You're digging it even deeper. Let's go. Come on, bring it on. Steve does. He said he pulled it out for safety. So
yeah, he did.
Hey, he's just being he's being nice.
He's very courteous.
He pulled it out before it got too hard. He's just he likes it tender still.
Yeah. Be careful with
now
tip.
Steve says, his tips, you never know. Steve says, depends on who asks. I consider barbecue a long smoked and cared for meat delicatessen. Otherwise, I don't get my hopes up. Exactly. So when I hear barbecue, I'm expecting something like smoked, over 24 hours or 12 hours.
Some skill, some tact, right? Yeah.
Pulled pork or sliced pork or something going on. Brisket.
Oh, he's pulling pork. Oh, okay. We're not talking about John anymore.
Pork.
He pulls it out.
Pulling beef.
Apparently, just a tip. He pulls out the beef tips. Just saying. Hey, whatever happens in Arizona, maybe that's why he left Arizona and went to Tennessee.
They don't
have to pull out down there.
The other thing too, that another colloquialism that people use is cooking out.
Shit. Did you learn a word today?
No.
You learned a word today.
I just did not. I've never had seldom do I get the opportunity to use that.
Well, most people don't have the opportunity to utilize that word.
I know, right?
This is the Clover AI talking right now.
It fits perfectly, though. But you've heard it, cooking out. What are you going to do? Oh, we're going to be cooking out. That's typically hot dogs. That's typically hot dogs on Weber.
Cooking it, absolutely.
Or burgers,
absolutely.
Burgers or hot dogs.
Yeah. So if I hear cookout, that's burgers and dogs. Yeah. If I hear grilling, typically that's maybe brats. Yeah. But that stuff. If I hear grilling, I'm thinking usually steak, chicken, something like that. When I hear barbecue, and I think brisket, ribs, all of that stuff. Steve says a smoked tri-tip is a great combo of smoke without being barbecue. That's not a bad point. Tri-tip is pretty good. There's a question out there. Did John put Steve's meat in his mouth after he pulled out?
No comment.
That means yes, folks. That means a yes. That means yes. Steve's not coming to Kansas, is he?
Of course not. He don't love us anymore.
He's going to IV88 instead.
Yeah, of course he is.
Of course he
don't
is.
Care about us.
talking about pulling out.
Why would he? Yeah, exactly.
Jacob, do you boil your brats in beer? Then what do you do? Boil it?
What?
What?
I don't boil
Anybody
brats
here
at all.
boil? Anybody here? First of all, did anybody boil
That's
brats?
sacrilege. That's sacrilege.
Oh my God!
Like,
Wow.
just no. Boiling a brat. That's a waste of a brat.
I've actually never heard of anyone boiling brats.
What? You haven't?
Do you marinate?
No.
Do you
put them in a well, you don't boil them, but you put them in a tray with beer and onions and let that cook down.
And then what?
And singe them on the grill afterwards.
Okay, that's not boiling. That's grilling.
Well, you still got to. You still
When
got.
I think of broil them, I'm thinking about you put them in a pot.
When you cook them, you pretty much cook them in beer until you throw them on the grill.
And then throw them on the grill. I don't know. I like brats. I've never cooked them. But I will say that most of the people that have done them, probably most of the people that I know, they utilize beer with their brats.
Yeah.
But I've never actually done them myself, so I don't know.
I'm not a beer guy, so I don't do beer with brats.
Yeah, but you don't really taste the beer in it. I mean,
yeah, it depends. I do, but yeah, I hear you.
Like
I get beer in beer batter.
There you go. The beer keeps the brats moist.
Like beer batter, like fish that's beer battered. Like I can taste. I don't like.
Really,
it.
you can taste the beer in beer battered.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Guess it doesn't phase me.
I just want to know.
Oh, really?
I just want to know what's going on in Phoenix, because Steve's like, "Are y'all going to Phoenix? What's going on in Phoenix?"
Chicago Mike's gonna be there, man. Everyone's gonna go see Chicago Mike. When he going to Phoenix?
Gun Rights Policy Conferences.
Is it Phoenix? Oh,
Yeah,
GRPC.
it's this week.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it was in Phoenix again. 'Cause it was there a couple years ago. So I didn't
coming
know it was
weekend.
in Phoenix.
Friday, Saturday,
So you've
Sunday,
got AR15.com's thing, or Brownells, whatever you want to call it. Then you've got TriggerCon and GRPC all in the same weekend. Guys, our industry has got to get together a little bit more. Just saying.
We gotta do some better planning.
Yeah.
Good.
I've been screaming that for a long time. Everybody
next weekend, isn't it?
Everybody figures out their own
weekends
thing.
in a row.
Yeah.
That's a lot of drinking coming up. You guys better be prepared. Well, John, you better be prepared, not me. I'm always prepared for that.
I'm just glad you're not driving anywhere this weekend.
No, I'm not. That I know.
Big Kid says we need to do all events in Knoxville. Isn't Knoxville like? I'm just saying. I heard a rumor from a little bird that the convention center there may not allow you to carry. Is that true?
We'll touch on that later.
Just saying. No, I like Knoxville as long as it's not football season and the Vols are at home. If the Vols are at home during football season, I ain't going anywhere near Knoxville. Nashville though is a pretty cool town.
So little
I have a lot more respect for Nashville now. Okay,
little tough love here. No, Steve, not all events need to be in Knoxville. You need to get off your butt. You're a big time gun tuber, and you need to make events, man. Come on.
Tough love.
Is he going to go to a shop this year?
Probably not.
And if so, are you going to hang around with Fish Break the whole time?
Well, of course he is.
Of course he is. God. I had such high hopes for you.
All those big gun tubers, you know how they are.
Freaking tool bag.
Steve still walks a line. That's one thing I will say about.
No, Steve. No, I really enjoy being around Steve. It's been a while since we've actually hung, but he's just
trying to go to shot. That's a no in my lengthy experience of creators and SHOT Show. Like, I'm trying. Like,
come
on, Steve, you're
man.
going to SHOT.
Come on,
I'm gonna drag you there.
Say yes, and then you make it happen, bro. Is that simple?
Yeah. Plane tickets are cheap.
Not right now.
Everything in Vegas is cheap. Really?
Not right now. They're not. No, sirree.
I mean, I know these tickets cost me more than what
I'm waiting. Now it's September. I'm going to wait a few more weeks, and they said in the next month or so they'll go down, and then when you start getting to like November, December, then it'll start getting more expensive again.
Wait on Jeff
Allegiant. Yeah, here's the thing. Allegiant's fares might be, But when you start to pay like $50 per bag and like paying for peanuts and something like that, it's like Allegiant. I fly Southwest and I fly on the want to get away fares usually.
Dude, I fly Frontier. Hell yeah, Spirit.
Yeah, I fly. Southwest on the want to get away fare. That's what I fly to Vegas on every year.
Really? Don't check anything through Spirit. You'll be okay.
Yeah, this is true.
The lost baggage rate for Spirit the last time I flew Spirit was 8%. The plane holds 200 people. I mean, 16 bags per plane gets lost. That seems excessive to me.
Usually it's Frontier. Usually Frontier is
like holy crap, 16 bags per plane, dude.
And I always have to check them because I don't play that game. I check my bag up front and then I walk through the airport and carry. I'm not carrying nothing. I'm gonna go to the bar.
You get the bougie. You get the bougie, all drinks included.
He has to. He has to because he's got to spend a week with Jeff. So he has to get liquored
my
up.
plane tickets cost me like $400 for Vegas round trip, and I'll spend maybe 120 there and 120 on the way back on booze.
Yeah,
on the plane.
Snob, you're giving Gear Report a lot of credit. They don't even fly Allegiant. Like they usually just jump on the wings of other planes if they can. Like usually it's Cessna 172s. They just jump on the wings.
It's like the Indiana Jones plane in the back with the goats and stuff.
he's on the mail flight. They just drop the mail down. He just jumps on the mail.
That's what they do. Yeah, they don't even land. They just
they don't land.
They push them out in an inflatable raft.
That's us right there. That was
right over the top of Lake Mead. They're like,
oh my god, that's too good. All you need to bring a shot, empty backpack to fill with patches and stickers for John the Ginger.
He's not wrong.
I think he's got all of them. Look at him. I think he's got all the patches ever made.
That's an impressive wall of patches.
So, Marcus, funny you should bring that up, my man. I was going to announce this maybe next month. I am thinking about, and I might have to wait till next year because it's almost too late because I'll be registering in about a week or two. Yeah. But I'm going to bring this up maybe next year, and I might run it for next year. Ooh. He says, I wish you'd run a contest, and the winner gets to go with you to SHOT and range day. You don't have to pay airfare, hotel, just the person in the range day. So I think I am going to do that. I'm going to run it, for a month or two. And basically what you're going to have to do is, and I'm not going to announce it right now, but I'm going to kind of soft open it. I'll put a video out there and all that. But what I'm going to do is I want you, if you want to go to a SHOT and range day with me, I'll get you in under mine. I'm not going to pay your airfare. I'm not going to pay your hotel and all that. I'll get you into range day and I'll get you into SHOT. But you're going to have to make a video on YouTube and you're going to have to put it out there and say why you deserve, like, make it funny, have fun with it.
So making a video,
but I want you to make it is why you deserve to be going to SHOT Show and all that. But I want you guys to have fun with it. It's funny you bring that up, Mark, because I'm definitely going to do that next year. Is for just have it, and then you guys have to do a video with that, and I'll come with all the details of the hashtag or whatever it's going to be. But you're going to have to do a video, and you're going to have to explain why you deserve, why I should pick you to go to SHOT Show and range day. And you know what'll probably happen is maybe on one of these shows we'll get all of our guys, our crew, and we will play all the videos live, and we as a collective will vote on who gets to go. That would be fun. But that is definitely going to happen next year. So if you guys are interested in going to SHOT, I will be running something next year for SHOT 2025, I guess it would be. You guys will get a chance to get a badge and get into SHOT into range day under Ghost Tactical. So
Trey will have certain stipulations as far as like how much skin you can show, and
it's Vegas, baby. That's what it is. It's what it is. You shut the hell up. I know what your 2 words are, and it ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that's the 2 words I was thinking. Not gonna happen. mandatory carries. Can I help fund that? You can help fund whatever you want. Like I said, I will get you guys in to SHOT and to range day. But I'm not going to pay your way out there. That's on you. And you don't have to be there all week if you don't want to. If you want to be there, like fly in Sunday night, go to range day on Monday, go to the first day of SHOT on Tuesday. I'm cool with that. You can hang with us. I'll help you around that Tuesday. I'm not going to just get you in and like ignore you. You can.
That'd be awesome. Just set them free. Like, hey, what's up? Bring me here. And then
find them in the corner, like in a fetal position, crying. Because there's 70,000 people. What the hell?
Awesome. The place is huge. You're like, I have no idea where I'm at.
But no, I will definitely do that, Marcus, because I was talking about doing that. Actually, that was my wife's idea originally. She says you should do something like that. That would be kind of fun. But I want you. You can make the video, and we'll go with the stipulation. You can make the video serious, but come on, have some fun with it, man. Like why you should go to SHOT Show. Will the passes be valid for the whole week? Yeah. So the passes will get you into range day on Monday and Tuesday through Friday at SHOT Show. Like you can stay as long as you want. It's up to you. Yeah. You'll have a chance to go to SHOT all 4 days if you'd like to, plus range day on Monday. So yeah, well, like I said, it's really early. I got to get through like getting registered for this year's, but yeah, we're definitely going to do the SHOT Show sweepstakes. I don't know what you'd call it. We'll call it something cool, but yeah, but you're going to have to make a video and make it public though. Not just some unlisted video you send me. You're going to have to do it because if you don't want to get in front of a camera and all that, now you can be in front of a camera with a mask on. However, you don't want to show your face. It's whatever you want to do. Have fun with it. But if you're not willing to get on camera and tell me why you deserve to go to SHOT, then you don't deserve to go to SHOT. I'm just saying. Would you have to carry my cameras and stuff like that? I would never be a bitch like that. I would never do that to you. If you want to, I'm not, but I film stuff on a camera on my phone now, so I don't even carry camera. I very rarely I take a tripod and I put it in Chase's booth, and I may use it once or twice throughout SHOT Show. But yeah.
Literally use it long enough to fulfill the commitments that you got from sponsors
that you have to do. That's correct. That's correct.
That's it.
Bonus points.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that.
An RSR card. If you find an RSR card on the internet,
okay.
Blow it up,
so that is if you can find an RSR card and
destroy it somehow.
Destroy it somehow on your video. That's gonna be a good one.
Marcus,
I wish I was filming when Jeff punted that one. That was the most epic thing ever. I saw it coming. I was like, Jeff just kept walking. Boom, punted that thing. Papers went everywhere. And the guy was like, what the? Jeff's like, oh, sorry. And just kept walking. I was just like, oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Marcus, he says, I guarantee if you do that, get it out there, you'll triple your subscribers. Yeah, until you figure out who's going, and then you'll lose.
And then they leave. So, part of it's going to be this. Will there be some more subscribers? Yeah, I don't care. Because part of it is going to be you're going to send a video in, and guess who gets to pick?
I wouldn't make subscribing even a part of it. Honestly.
No, it's not. It's never. No. The only thing you got to do is just make a video. I don't care if you're subscribers or not. And like I said, we're gonna get to choose which person goes. There's a good chance that people that have been around for a while and been supporting the channel from the get go, or been around for a couple or 3 years, whatever. The regulars, that's gonna hold weight in the decision. I'm not gonna let some guy that just subscribed to a video to go to SHOT Show. No, you're gonna have to earn it.
Probably
and all that. So.
Probably a good idea to kick that off shortly after SHOT 24, right? To give
I am. Yeah. I am. I'm gonna start probably in February and end it in run it for a couple months, because there's a lot of stuff that people don't understand. There's a lot of stuff that on the backside has to be happen. That's what I'm saying.
That person's gonna have to take time off.
He's gonna have to time off, fix exactly. So if I do it like February and maybe. Well, you know what I could do? I really could. I could probably start it in like October, November this year and just end it in like February or March of next year. Let them get a few months out there. I really don't want to run it for a few months. I really probably will start like February 1st and then figure out something like April 1st or something like that, run it for a couple months.
That'll be fun.
No, that would be funny. April 1st, people wouldn't really believe they're going, he's just messing with us.
We could do the whole, you could do the whole, hey, you get a night with the Gear Report, call it the Gear Report experience, where you get to go over.
I'm afraid no one would send in their video. No one would send a video in.
No, don't tell them, but just like, hey,
dude, listen, Jeff will freak some people. If people have never met Jeff, I'm not gonna lie, I love Jeff, but let's be real. Jeff can freak some people out, bro.
Hey, there are a lot of people out there that would not turn down a night of free booze and pocket cheese. Just say it.
Yeah,
and backpack pizza.
Backpack pizza. Yeah.
Just so they know, it's a lot of booze with me. A lot.
So Jacob, this is not a joke for out there. This is real. This is going to happen. Like I said, my wife actually been talking about this for a while. She said you should do this. Jacob says, so to clarify, you would only be covering the access to range day and pass for SHOT Show, nothing else. Yeah. Look, no offense, but like,
it's not Daddy Warbucks over there.
I ain't covering your airfare and hotel for a week in Vegas, right? Okay. I will get you into SHOT Show, which is much harder than just going. Anyone can book a flight and a hotel and go spend a week in Vegas.
No normal person can get in the SHOT Show.
No, you cannot. You cannot. So I will provide that service of getting you into SHOT and a range day and take you around, show you around SHOT, hang out.
Well, just the range day thing is a big deal. Because you can't even go to range day your first year and going to SHOT Show
unless you get invited. Unless you get invited, and I'll be able to invite them.
We've all got the email.
Yep.
Yeah. I think G got me and Clover in first year of range day.
Well, so here is. What was the thing? What did you bring up just a second ago? Oh, no normal person can get in. So there are ways, right? There's ways that folks.
There are ways.
Oh yeah.
But to get in as media, whole different ball game. Because SHOT Show does not take Instagram and TikTok and.
That's correct. That is not a platform they use to declare as media.
Around SHOT Show.
Oh, they're there.
They're there.
Wrong. They get in somehow, but I'm guessing they get in under friends that are YouTubers and stuff like that. Would be my guess.
Or companies will bring them in under as a vendor or something.
Yeah. It's also why you don't see them in the media room a lot of times.
True that.
They don't have the pass to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm not going to just sit there and get you the pass and ignore you. I mean, like I said, if we can get you into parties that we go to, like I can't guarantee that. But there might be some parties we can get you into so you can experience that kind of stuff. But yeah, we can come into range day, hang with us. We'll get you up in the media room. We'll get you on the floor of SHOT. I'll show you around. You can hang with me for a day or so and just follow and kind of see what SHOT is. I'm not going to just ignore you. Like I'm not just saying I'm going to get you there and all that.
I hear what you're saying. But
I've got to do business also. So
on the same token, it needs to be understood that, and I'm sure you're of this mind. I'm gonna throw it out there because you hadn't said it yet. They've got to keep up. They got to realize that SHOT is working.
Oh yeah.
And you've got to keep up.
And I work my ass off at SHOT.
Yep.
And so it's crazy. But I'll introduce you to some people that be kind of a cool. A lot of people that you would probably never have access to in real world. It's a really cool thing. But yeah, absolutely. I don't want anyone to think that I'm just going to get you there and just say, okay, have fun, because I wouldn't do that to you. And when you get there, whoever wins, when you get there, you'll understand why I would never do that to anybody. But yeah, we'll get you in.
Throw them in the basement.
Throw in the basement and say, good luck. Fight your way out, man. I hope to see you at lunchtime. No. But no, yeah, it's I think it'll be fun. So, yeah, we're definitely going to do that. And we're going to take someone a shot. We're going to take someone a shot with this next year. I think it'll be, or in 2025.
Yeah.
Because registration opens up in a couple weeks already. It's way too late to get all that stuff done. But next year, registering for 2025 shot, we can do that. So we're going to take someone a shot with us. Be kind of fun.
We completely
we haven't even talked TrueCon, have we? Not one bit. Well, when Dave didn't show up, I was like, well, what the hell are we going to talk about? Because none of us ever been.
We don't know.
Dave's not here, man. And then
it's open to the public. I know
Dave's not here, man.
Yeah.
Like none of us have been to TrueCon, so what are we going to talk about? Like what we're looking forward to? I don't know. I'm looking for a 2-day show.
Hanging out with everybody. That's it.
I'm looking forward to hanging out, having a dinner Thursday night with a bunch of good people. Friday night with a bunch of good people. Having the Friday and Saturday show, and then Range Day on Sunday. I've got commitments, but you know what? Here's the thing. It's okay to have fun also. We're going to have a lot of good fun while we're working hard.
It's not overwhelming commitments, but you have
no commitments. I'm going to have fun the whole time.
What about you, John?
So are we going to have to find a circle bar in Wichita?
No, I hope not.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is one. I bet you they've got a circle bar at the casino.
Circle bar.
But he's talking about pulling out and you know.
Hey,
all
Steve
that
brought
stuff
up
earlier.
circle bar. Like if you're taking somebody to shot, you got.
I don't know. But do we really want? Like, do we want to take them to the circle bar?
No.
At that point, you can I'll take over. They can come drink with me. It'll be fun.
That's right. I will pass them on to TJ at the circle bar.
I will be there.
You know, we need to get the booth beer. You got to experience a booth beer with TJ.
Going there is so funny because Jeff's like, oh, I guess we should. I was like, dude, I know people. Let's go. And
I'm not going to say this live, but I will put it on the screen for those that are live and watching. There you go, Snob. This is true.
Snob knows.
I like the slippery noodle there.
The slippery noodle, baby. Indy's finest.
We have a place
called
the wet spot.
What was it? No, what was the movie?
The Blue Oyster.
The Blue Oyster. Yeah, the Blue Oyster. It's all I had to say was the movie, and everyone knew exactly what I was talking about. Yeah.
I watched that.
We'll definitely have
it. Go.
It's classic. It's literally the only thing all I had to say was movie in everyone's mind. Even Steve says, yep, Blue Oyster came to mind. Exactly. Just say movie, and everyone knows what it is. So,
you're lost now, aren't you?
I am, because I don't know where to go after the. Like I had this whole thing planned with Dave and talking TrueCon, because you know he's going to come on. Man. Hopefully, Dave's not here, man. Hopefully he comes on and we'll talk about. You know, it might be even better bringing on after and say, okay,
how'd it go? Yeah,
how'd it go? Like, were your expectations met or whatever? It sounds like this year's going to be pretty a lot. They've got a media event Saturday night, a media mixer, which I think could be pretty fun. Friday night, a bunch of us are going to a French cuisine place, which is going to be really awesome. Thursday night, there's a group of us going to go mac and cheese and nuggets is what Clover. I literally have called the restaurant and they have a kids menu on standby for Clover.
Nice.
I asked them if they had a picture menu. They said no. But we have a kids menu that said that's even better.
Do they offer crayons for that?
Hey, it's going to be fantastic.
I don't know if they have crayons or not, but I might have some with me just in case.
Yeah.
I'll give you one of my snacks.
We know you're going to have some with you because that's your snack.
Yeah, I'll be willing to give up some of my snacks if you need it. You know.
Yeah.
And then Thursday night,
I won't use the.
We hopefully we'll have a get together with some people that will be fun as well. So
I wish I could be there
we got. Yeah, Thursday's going to be fun. I think it'll be fun.
There's no
see
way
some people we haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
And some people I've never talked to, I think, before.
Yeah. Well, I've talked to, but there's a couple that I haven't really had. I've said, hey, what's up? Had a short, brief conversation with some of them, but never been able to sit and hang out. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What were you going to say, Ginger?
Yeah. I mean, Thursday night, did I send you the updated list yet?
Shit, I don't.
He
When I
sent
see
me
your name
nothing.
pop on my text message, then I don't look
I
at
ain't
it.
important enough.
Is it in the group chat or the private?
No, I thought I sent it in the group chat, but right now it's going to be you, Clover. Hold on, I gotta find who else is going to be there. Dave, the gun guy, is going to be there. Smash Time's going to be there. Tactical Considerations is going to be there. So it's going to be a good time with all of us being there.
No,
Is Mike coming? You said Mike, and then who's he
Bills.
bringing? No, who's he bringing? He's someone he was going to be with or something like that. Who was that?
No, Smash Time's going to be with Dave, the gun guy.
And that's it. You haven't got anybody else, or is that you just keeping things close to your chest at this point?
Well, there's other people that are coming.
Those people are coming.
Yeah,
Chase is coming.
Really?
I thought
That
there
won't be a disaster at all.
That would be great.
Speaking of having kids menus,
And I'm trying to get the guys from Matador to come with us and hang out. We're just gonna have a good old time. Yeah, it's gonna be Smash Time, the gun guy, Fit and Fire.
That's right. Mark's coming. That's right. Yeah.
You, Clover.
So, by the way, when we figure out where we're going to go and all that, I do need to send
speaking of
Mark that
Smash
info
Time.
as well. Oh, Smash Time is out there. He said
Yeah,
Radical
it is.
Firearms wants to come too. So there you go.
Yeah. Smash Time, hit me up, bro. Just shoot me a text.
So that'll be Thursday night. That'll be a fun one. And then Friday night, a bunch of us are going to a French cuisine. We're trying to get culture. We're trying to get like some guys some culture in their lives, and
You guys need it.
we do need it. You're going, by the way. You'll be there by now.
I've been to Paris. I've eaten French food. It's nice.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that we're trying to bring a little bit of culture to some of these fools and let them understand what fine dining is.
Dude.
Now Clover is still going to get chicken nuggets and mac and
chicken
cheese.
nuggets on there.
So
Somebody's got to try that part of the menu, bro. Come on.
He's getting a diner.
I'll take the hit
so
for
we're-
everybody.
So we're going to do a big group Yelp review, and he is covering the kids menu for our group.
Okay,
Yes.
that'd be awesome. That'd be so funny.
I can guarantee it won't be like a 880-page bashing of a $6.99
Of
T-bone.
a $6.99 or a $7.99 T-bone steak
Never be that.
at 1
Was it
o'clock in the morning.
$7.99? My bad. It won't be that
$7.99
amazing.
T-bone steak, and he got pissed as it wasn't good. Like, dude, it's 1 o'clock in the morning in Vegas, and you got ordered a $7.99 T-bone. What the hell were you
What do you think
expecting?
you're going to get?
You know, come
We've
on.
got Smash Time. We've got plans with a company Friday night. Pretty much.
Yeah.
everybody on the panel.
And we didn't make the reservation, so I can get back to you.
Now, Saturday night we'll probably go to that.
Saturday night's the media mixer at TriggerCon. So
God, do they
I
have
need to
free booze
figure
on
out
that?
how to get into that.
they do. They're going to have food and booze. They said. Now they didn't know that
When-
you were coming.
Well, Ghost
Because
is,
their booze.
We got to
their
get there.
booze
We got to get
bill-
there early. Then
Their booze
Ghost
bill's
is,
going to be out of the roof.
we need to get there as soon as they
Ghost
open.
is apparently big time with them because he's on all their preferred media
I saw
like,
that.
banners and all this other stuff. So if anybody can get you into it, it's Ghost.
Yeah, I need to.
It's
I
free,
didn't know.
bro. It's
We're
free.
We're not filming.
It's free for
Saturday
media.
night now.
It's free for media.
excited.
The general public. No, what I'm saying is like the general public. I think will be charged at the gate to do all that, but media gets in free. So if you're going to be in Wichita, go check out TriggerCon. By the way,
Check it out. We'll all be there. It'll
yeah,
be a
John's
blast.
media. Yeah,
Technically speaking.
You are.
yeah, he's doing the
In
media
my-
for GOA. So
Yeah.
my God, this thing went down the hills
It did.
quickly.
What were we talking about?
Fuck. Chris, I have no idea. Like I have no idea. Talking about this extracurricular activities this weekend in Wichita, Kansas. Wichita. Yes,
What's happening?
I'm a little worried about going to the. I am a little worried about going to a French cuisine restaurant in Wichita, Kansas. I'm just saying, you know.
That's what I'm
We're
worried
gonna
about.
find
that
out
too. I
if
heard
they're-
that. It's like, hey, we got some fresh seafood at this restaurant. Like, no, you don't.
Well, Chase and I, this is a couple of months ago, we started looking at it, and we wanted to go to a French restaurant, and take some of these guys to a French restaurant. And this one popped up because it was highly rated, but they also have a hollandaise sauce that they feature on their menu. And anyone knows anything about a hollandaise sauce, either it's really, really good or really, really bad. So I'm really wanting to see if their hollandaise is good. They have the crepes, they have all that stuff.
On Thanksgiving, probably. If it's a holiday sauce, it's usually Thanksgiving sauce. It's my favorite.
What a douchebag. What an absolute douche.
It's called gravy. Come on now.
What are you talking about?
It's called gravy.
It's
You're the
French
one talking
gravy.
about holiday sauce, and
It's
I
hollandaise.
mentioned the hollandaise sauce, and y'all get all buttered
sauce.
over
It's
it.
French gravy.
Dude, he's a redneck from East Texas.
I know. Holidays sauce.
We're lucky he's taken. I mean, white gravy is high class like sauce. Now I'll take white gravy pretty much anything.
Pepper in it, spruce it up with some
a little sausage in there. Hell yeah.
dip your French fries in it. Put it on your salad if you're in.
I'm not gonna lie. I was shocked, but the old waffle fries and gravy, I was shocked, but it was pretty good. When I asked them for ketchup that one time we were at that restaurant, because I'd never seen like fries with gravy. They brought this big old bowl of gravy. I was like, "Do you have a ketchup?" It's like, for what? The fries. They almost like
they were
record scratching. They were offended that I didn't know. I didn't know it was a thing. I'd never heard of gravy with fries. Turned out being pretty good. Oh crap! Here we go. What? Nope. 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 Good God. All right. Chris, the only person on the panel that's not going to be at JurorCon. Yeah, we got to go check out Chris in the 740. Great guy, good friend. I'm glad to call him a friend. Doing some really good work. Got some really cool stuff you're playing with. What can people see on the channel coming up soon?
Well, thanks for having me on. I had a great time.
As always,
start releasing the videos next week with the Kiger from Anderson. I'm excited to get those out. I'm not going to TriggerCon this weekend, but Matt from RTT Guns and Gears flying in, and him and I are going to be spending Friday down at Ames Surplus. So.
Dude, he's bringing the private jet to see you? Holy cow. Wow.
So I'm looking forward to Friday hanging out with him all day down at Ames Surplus. So
there you go. TJ, see you in a couple days, my friend.
Yeah, we get all kinds of crap. I get Thursday night, so I have the Thursday night podcast now. So we'll be live streaming on gearreport.com on the Gear Report firearms and stuff, and maybe we'll have some reviews published. Who knows? I mean, it's a crapshoot over there. We don't know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully. Depends on if Jeff gets off the Amazon thing for 2 seconds to edit a review and publishes anything.
Right.
He should.
He should.
It is the MC4.
It is his job. I mean, it's his job.
I'd like to have that one published before I leave.
This weekend, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Ginger, give me a 2 minutes for 2A.
Well, I don't have anything new, but from what we read earlier, but episode 2 episode 2 of the State of the Second podcast is dropping tomorrow with Adam from Mechanic. It's technically 2. We dropped a half episode over the.
Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that you dropped that. So I was like, this is the third one, but what do I know?
We dropped the intro and the intro episode, which we called episode 0, and then episode 1, and then on Friday we dropped a really good episode. It was just my boss Kaylee and the owner of Secure, and that's a really good episode if you want to hear his side of the story from the whole Liberty debacle. So it'd be episode 2 tomorrow with Adam from Century Arms. He is dropping in.
I will say this, that I haven't heard it, but I can guarantee you that's gonna be one of the most entertaining podcasts you ever do.
Oh yeah,
just because it's Adam. Just because it's Adam.
It's really good, and the best part about it is he lets in some secrets about some new product launching coming up for Organic and Century. So maybe something big with some dude from California with TT as the initials. He drops that.
No,
So
really?
I would definitely listen to the State of the Second podcast to hear that. And
Like
it's
John Wick's TT?
no comment
how
on
you-
that.
Maybe?
That's how you
No.
sucker us in. We're gonna watch it anyways.
No comment on that one.
Cool.
I can't say.
What are your plans? I mean, I know that you're gonna obviously GOA is gonna have their presence at TriggerCon. We all have a booth of people that are going to. So TriggerCon is not just for media; it's actually open to the public. So go.
Yeah.
So are y'all gonna have a booth with GOA? What are y'all's plans?
Yeah, we're gonna have a booth. We are not in the lower bowl. We're up top. So
Okay.
we're up top. We're gonna have a booth. While we're there, we're gonna be filming episodes for the State of the Second podcast. So we'll be getting some episodes in while we're there, and then we'll be filming Friday or Thursday. Friday we're filming. Saturday my boss leaves, and I'm hanging around Sunday for range day. So I get to hang out with you hooligans all weekend.
Oh man, that's her mistake. She should know better than that. She'll learn this weekend, won't she? Never leave John unattended. Do not feed him after midnight, and do not get him wet. I'm just saying. Now, John, that's a Gremlin reference, and that was a movie back in the early '80s. So,
Next year you're gonna give me a Goonies reference next. So come on.
I could give you a Goonies.
Dad, we saw those in theaters when they came out.
No, it was hey you guys. There you go. I love you.
Yeah.
That's a great Rocky Road.
Yeah.
It's a Goonies reference for you.
Ruth.
Oh God, baby Ruth, Rocky Road. You're gonna come live with me, Slaw. Holy shit. We had someone sneak in the I almost let one.
Yeah, you know, I know what you're gonna say. He snuck right in.
Yeah.
Didn't
He snuck right in the green room there.
He did.
What's up, Snob?
The only
Oh,
man
I
on the
really-
internet with his own movie marquee, right?
This is true. You're gonna be there, correct? So are we gonna see you for dinner at least one or two nights?
Yeah, you got me on the. You're supposed to have me on the list for the thing. That's the whole reason I came in. I was really busy doing other stuff, but I came in to tell Clover we're going to out redneck each other at the French restaurant Saturday night or Friday night. I mean,
Nice. Oh, Chase will join in on that.
I'm so
Chase is
excited.
probably
I will-
redneck for all of us, truthfully.
So will you please wear the outfit that you wore in the thumbnail of Clover's podcast that you did?
Yes.
Please
and make
wear
that,
that.
face. And make that face.
We're gonna walk in. And by the way, it is a casual dining at the French restaurant. You don't have to dress up. I mean, none of any of us
no,
would.
yeah.
I'm just saying it is casual dining.
I'm all booty.
So-
I got fancy clothes.
So you don't have to pack your good flannel shirt, Snob. You know, you can bring the sleeveless flannel.
I'm 100% wearing a retro rifle shirt, the brightest one I got.
Oh, I knew you
The
would.
French, we walk up and they just close the door and start waving a flag
Yeah.
outside the restaurant.
Yes, sir.
Oh Lord, what you got going on your channel, Snub?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Early some stuff, but nothing.
I understand. No, I resemble that. I'm trying to, but damn,
I've
it's been a
released
long
stuff,
summer.
it's terrible.
It's been a really long summer.
So much time in the day.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I
Can't wait
release
for
what I have to
November.
release all summer long.
I understand. Bitch boy, what you got going on? Who you got in the podcast this week?
What the heck?
Dang.
He answers to it.
He did answer, which
Hey,
He
I actually
knows.
dropped a video earlier.
No, you did. I quit lying.
Clover
Did you
does
really?
videos?
I did. Like
Holy
nobody got a
cow.
notification for it, I'm sure.
yeah, I didn't get a notification for it.
I put out a
Seriously,
video.
I didn't know that you dropped one. So no, I did
put
not.
out a video in over a month because I had that laptop.
YouTube was like,
stuff
we're
on.
not going to push this out because we don't believe it's true. He didn't put a video out.
Like this guy don't exist anymore. Nobody. But no, I seriously did. I mean, yeah. So, so yeah, there it is. Yeah. Anyway,
I was there for the premiere.
yeah, that was the ad. So I'm making money on it at least, right? Hey, look at
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Hey, you
Talking
can't
about
show that
watching.
because that might be copyrighted. He's going to sue me for copyright infringement. Now.
I'm gonna claim
I didn't show any more than
He's going to claim this podcast.
I'm gonna
I didn't
claim
show
all
any more
the,
than 15
I'm gonna
seconds.
claim all the $0 on this podcast.
All you
man.
gotta do is you
Yeah.
gotta see the CD word at the end.
No, he's actually going to turn the monetization off and put revenue sharing. So,
right.
he might get like 2 cents out of this.
Right. No, next week I don't have anybody this week. So because tomorrow I got to leave bright and early, not even bright and early, dark and early, Thursday morning. So tomorrow I'll be packing and all that kind of stuff. But next week is No Handed Shooter. And go check that dude out, by the way. YouTube, he does a lot of YouTube shorts.
No-handed shooter?
No-handed shooter. He does a lot of what I
He just started.
No, it's just I got to thinking. So I was going back. I was looking for a thumbnail for him and some stuff like that. And apparently he's been shooting for some time, ever since he was little. And I run across some social media stuff where they nicknamed him Stumpy, and I'm like, that ain't even right, dude. Like, that's not even right.
A no-handed shooter nicknamed Stumpy.
Yeah, right.
What's he pulling the trigger with? I'm just saying.
Right.
You know?
Right. So anyway, that's you'll have to go check all that out. But anyway, he's been putting out a lot of YouTube shorts and like Instagram reel type stuff, that type of content lately. So go check that out. And then we got Lock Grips. Blake with Lock Grips will be in the house next Thursday.
Yeah, exactly. I'm leaving. Well, I'm leaving sometime
eventually.
Yeah. I got to get there I was going to say I had to get there to pick up TJ, but TJ's travel plans have changed a little bit.
Yep.
So initially he was going to fly to Tulsa, and we were going to drive up from Tulsa together from there. But now it's gotten all wonky for you.
Yeah.
When are you flying in, TJ?
Flying Friday morning.
That seems like a terrible idea.
Listen, I know, but I got to take the father-in-law to the eye doctor, and he can't go by himself. Thursday at like 11.
Believe it or not, there in Florida there are Ubers.
And it's
all right. So it's an hour and 45 minutes away. So it'd be a pricey Uber.
So that's a nice Uber. Yeah, you're right. That's probably a nice Uber.
That's a little much.
Yeah. So, but I mean, this
Crystal can't take him.
Supposedly the shit. So we've been taking him down there because he's already had 2 botched surgeries. So.
Well, if he was a shit, he wouldn't have botched 2 surgeries.
No, he had 2 surgeries here, so now we've taken him down there, and he just had his other surgery in there. This is a follow up, but I've got to take him down there. So,
okay,
that's fine. It is what it is. I'll get there right on time. I should be primed by the time I get there. I'll already be.
I imagine so.
I'll have 2 flights because I fly into Atlanta, and then I fly from Atlanta to.
You've got to be drunk to fly to Atlanta. I'm just saying.
Well, the problem is that Orlando bars aren't open at 5 a.m.
He got to fly with a layover just so he could go to another bar.
Yep. Oh, there's no doubt. I mean, he understands how he has his own way of traveling. It's different than most.
It is. It's alcohol based. It's alcohol driven. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Like he literally, this is no joke, and he'll admit it. He has not only a budget for travel, like for hotels and airfare, he has a budget built into his fares for alcohol consumption.
Oh yeah. I already know
what I know what Delta charges per drink. I know what he knows what the cost.
I know Frontier is it's called the party pack, and it's a 3 airplane bottle with 2 sodas and a snack. So I get 3 airplane bottles, 3 sodas. It's 2 of those from here to Vegas. And they're like $60.
Now, can you buy as many as you want, or they cut you off eventually?
As long as I don't get belligerent like the last time, they won't cut me off.
They might remember you from last time.
Oh, come on, it's Frontier. How long do you think people stay there?
That's true. They're long gone.
They're like
they don't expect people to fly twice with Frontier. So
I fly with Frontier because they're the only ones that fly direct there. For some reason, it's stupid. You figure all these other big airlines. Nope. Frontier. We go straight to Vegas.
Southwest flies to Vegas from here, which is odd. I don't know why, but it's awesome. It's awesome. All right, boys and girls, hour 54 minutes of this shit show. This was a Seinfeld episode, folks. This was a show about nothing. Literally a show about nothing. We had fun though. Had a good time.
You should change
Go
the
check
title
out.
to John.
Oh, I'm going to say I'm going to say Seinfeld episode. That's all I'm going to put the change the title to. This is Seinfeld episode number 308. Go check out Christmas 740. Give them shit for not going to ChurchCon. Go check out gear-report.com. Go check out all TJ's report reviews and all of that. Go check out the Gun Snob. If
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, you don't have to do that.
Yeah, that's what it is. Go check out gunowners.org. GOA. They've got John. Real quick, for people that may not be familiar with GOA, I'm sure most people are, but you have yearly memberships, you have lifetime memberships, you have all sorts of memberships. Do you not?
Yeah, we've got our yearly membership, which is $25 for the year. We've got our Patriot level membership, which is $25 a month. And then we have our lifetime membership as well. And I believe that's $1,000 for a lifetime membership.
For a lifetime. Yep, sure is. Fantastic. G23 says, pretty sure Chris will go if you pay the bill. Dude, he's got like a private jet now. Like, he's flying people in to see him. Like, he doesn't need ghost money. He's got a jet that he sends to people so they can fly in to see him. That's how big time he is. He doesn't need my money.
He's got Chris money.
Yeah. He's got Ohio money, like, bro.
What you didn't know though is Chris hired me to be the pilot on the private jet.
Oh, then yeah, you're dead. It's been nice knowing you.
I thought that was Flying Rich. He was going to head and do that.
That's Crashing Rich.
Yeah, Crashing Rich.
He does not like it when I call him that, but he ignores me when I call him Crashing Rich.
I know.
I think it's funny. Anyways, go check out gunowners.org or Gun Owners of America. Just Google Gun Owners of America, you'll find it. Clove.
What?
Anything else you want to bring up?
No.
No, all right.
He already said he posted a video. That's all you get out of him. He's like,
yeah. I mean, he threw me for a loop. So I didn't know. Like, is he going to put 3 videos out this week? I mean,
that's it. That's it for this month, folks.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see some stuff next couple weeks from me and from ChurchCon and all that. But go check out all these guys. Go check out everyone that's in the chat that are content creators. Go support them. Be a good citizen. Get to the range. Be more proficient with your firearms. Stay in tune to what's going on at your state, local, and federal levels of the two-way legislation. Make sure that your elected representatives are doing just that. They are representing what your values are. And if not, take care of that shit. Vote them out. More importantly, just enjoy freedoms that you have as being American. One of them is to keep and bear arms. We'll see you soon. Semper Fi.